In today's fast-paced world, physical inactivity is a growing health concern, especially among students. Studies show that over 80% of adolescents worldwide and most Malaysian teens don't get enough exercise. At IIUM, many students are overweight or obese, often due to academic pressure and digital addiction. That is why we created the IIUM Active Loop. It is a jogging initiative that connects Mahala to underused spots like Wadi Budi and Mariam Lake. With signboards showing distance and calories burned, it is all about making fitness accessible and fun. To spark motivation, we are launching Break the Miles, a virtual run challenge open to all IIUM students. Just track your run on an app called Strava, snap a pic with the checkpoint, and log your miles to win. This project supports SDG 3 and 4 by promoting health, well-being, and holistic student life. The IIUM Active Loop is not just about running, but it is about building a healthier, more connected campus community.
Now, moving on to the objectives of our project. The IIUM Active Loop was designed to address the issue of physical inactivity among students in IIUM. The project aims to promote regular physical activity, which is jogging, as a simple and accessible way for students to maintain an active lifestyle. By offering jogging routes that connect all mahalas and recreational areas, it encourages students to engage in consistent physical activity. We aim to create awareness about underused campus recreational areas, which is Wadi Budi and Mariam Lake, and we do so by integrating them into our jogging trail. These efforts make students more familiar with the spaces available for fitness and relaxation. This project aims to ensure inclusivity by welcoming all students, regardless of their fitness level. Athletes and non-athletes alike can compete on an equal playing field, promoting a sense of belonging and shared purpose. We also aim to motivate students to participate in jogging by turning exercise into a fun and competitive activity. By using Strava app, participants could track their runs and compete for prizes, making fitness more engaging.
Now I will talk about the significance of IIUM Active Loop project. Firstly, this project is designed to solve the challenges faced by students. As we know, many students struggle due to their academic pressure, like stress, lack of motivation to do exercise, and limited access to fitness facilities. In order to overcome these problems, we have brought an initiative which is IIUM Active Loop, with a new exciting jogging that connecting many checkpoints around IIUM, which is focusing on Wadi Budi recreational area and Mariam Lake. Secondly, we want to encourage regular exercise by offering accessible and enjoyable jogging route to all students. Thirdly, we want to promote a healthy lifestyle culture at IIUM, which is improving mood, focus, and academic performance to all students. Lastly, target from this project is to build a supportive student community led by a fitness professional, like a jogging community that brings students in a fun and motivating way.
Now, I will explain about our action plan throughout our project. So the first stage of our project is brainstorming ideas to identify a relevant and meaningful issue that affects IIUM students. Our group met and discussed several possibilities before finally deciding to focus on promoting physical activity among students. This is by enhancing and encouraging the use of jogging routes on campus. We recognize that this issue is both practical and impactful, especially considering the lifestyles of many university students. Additionally, by promoting specific jogging paths, we aim to introduce students to scenic areas of the campus that they may not be familiar with. And then, the second step of our project is identifying the jogging route within IIUM that we intend to promote. After careful considerations, we select a route that passes through Mariam Lake and Wadi Budi Park, two lesser-known spots in IIUM. These locations offer natural beauty and a peaceful atmosphere, making them ideal for jogging and relaxation. During our site visits, we assessed the condition of the pathways, and we observed the surrounding environments and identified potential locations to put informative and motivational signage. After finalizing the jogging route, we designed a virtual run challenge using Strava app, where students can use our proposed jogging route, track their run, and monitor their progress. This approach makes physical activity more interactive and appealing, especially for students who enjoy setting goals. The virtual run challenge allows students who are shy, introverted, or have tight schedules to participate at their own pace and time. Next, we proceeded to conduct interviews with students to gain insight into their opinions of our project. We intentionally selected students with diverse lifestyles, including a student athlete from Mustang, students who regularly exercise, and a student who does not engage in physical activity. This approach allows us to gather feedback from various perspectives. In addition, we interviewed Brother Rustam, the Deputy Rector of the Sport Development Center, SDC IIUM. The interview was done to gain expert input, including on what motivates students to continue being physically active, challenges in encouraging mass participation, how IIUM promotes student fitness, as well as how to improve our proposal. His recommendations guided us in identifying key improvements for our initiative. Based on the insights gathered from these interviews, we move on to the next step, which is developing and distributing a Google Form survey to reach a broad audience of IIUM students. The survey aimed to assess how frequently students engage in physical activity, their awareness of existing jogging routes, and their interest in using our proposed jogging route. The responses provided valuable quantitative data that supported the relevance of our project and helped identify specific student preferences and concerns. And once all the data had been collected, we refined and improved our proposal. The student feedbacks and survey responses help us take into consideration students' recommendations, such as enhancing safety, ways to improve Mariam Lake and Wadi Budi Park, and creating awareness campaigns through social media.
From our Google Form survey, we collected a total of 100 responses from both male and female students across various kuliah in IIUM and different years of study. 5% of our respondents were official Mustang athletes. First, we asked about how often they engage in physical activities per week. 63% said 1 to 2 times. 18% reported 2 to 4 times per week, while 9% said 5 or more times. 10% of respondents admitted they never exercise at all. This suggests that while students are not completely inactive, regular exercise is still not a strong habit for most. We then asked about how long students typically spend per workout session. 36% said they exercise for 15 to 30 minutes, and 33% said 30 to 60 minutes. Only 15% exercise for over 1 hour, while 16% spend less than 15 minutes, possibly indicating short walks or minimal activity. When it comes to where students usually exercise on campus, 61% prefer to stay close and exercise around the Mahala area. 33% use the stadium, 17% go to sports centers, and smaller numbers exercise at Wadi Budi and Mariam Lake. We also asked students if they are aware of jogging or exercise trails around IIUM. 69% said yes, but 22% were not sure, and 9% admitted that they have no idea. This highlights the need for clearer promotion and visibility of our existing routes. So, what's stopping students from exercising regularly? A large majority, 74%, responded they lack time to exercise. 58% said they have no motivation, while 27% said facilities are too far or crowded. Other reasons also include feeling shy or intimidated, not knowing where to exercise, and not knowing what exercise to do. On a more positive note, When asked whether they think IIUM promotes student health and fitness effectively, 58% said yes, although 42% thinks that more could be done. We then introduced our proposal of the active loop. All respondents supported the idea. Following this, we asked if they'd be interested in joining a virtual run challenge using the proposed route, and 82% said yes. This shows that there is strong enthusiasm among students for fitness initiatives that are flexible, fun, and also engaging. It also suggests that with the right structure and promotion, students are willing to participate in health-based programs, especially when they're accessible to everyone. To make sure that participation can be tracked properly, we suggested using photos taken by participants at Wadi Budi and Mariam Lake, along with mileage tracking via Strava. 59% found this method acceptable, and 34% thought it was a very good idea. Only a small portion of respondents found it confusing, not practical, or challenging. We also collected open-ended suggestions to improve the jogging route. For Wadi Budi, students suggested making the area cleaner, upgrading the facilities and exercise equipment, as well as adding more relaxation or resting areas. For Mariam Lake, common suggestions included taking care of the surrounding hygiene, improving security, and repaving the path to make it safer and smoother for the runners. To make the program more attractive, 77% of students recommended more signage and information around campus about the route. 67% suggested social media promotion, and 56% suggested we add prizes and incentives. 51% also said we should hold guided group runs, and 45% said we should hold awareness campaigns. Lastly, for long-term sustainability, a few suggestions that stood out included finding trainers to help the students who have problems with exercising, as well as making a short video or following trends that could reach all students.
I would like to share some of the challenges we face in implementing the IIUM Active Loop project. So the first one, before getting feedback from students, we face challenges like limited access to jogging routes and ikhtilat consent. For example, many students feel uncomfortable jogging on shared paths. Additionally, areas like Wadi Budi and Mariam Lake were poorly maintained by safety issues such as poor lighting and overground bushes. Secondly, after receiving feedback from students, we identified the need for safety upgrades such as installing CCTV, emergency button, and additional lighting. However, this improvement requires significant financial and logistical resources for making implementation challenging. Thirdly, student-specific challenges remain a concern. Many students struggle to balance academic pressure and time constraints, which is discourage them from participating. And some also fear being judged or lack confidence when exercising in public exercise. Finally, maintaining the jogging routes and facilities is an ongoing challenge. For example, areas like Wadi Budi need regular cleaning and repairs, which demand manpower and resources. Despite these challenges, we are committed to making IIUM Active Loop a success. Together, we can overcome this obstacle and create a healthier, more active campus for everyone.
After collecting feedbacks from students and experts, we have made several improvements for our final proposal. For the first improvement, we now propose three different routes which take the starting line at Male Sports Center for brothers, Female Sports Center, and Mahallah Mariam for sisters. So now that our student can easily join our program and using our routes. Next, we will install the fitness trail signboard that showing distance, direction, and calorie burn, so that we can encourage the students to finish their running. In order to install the signboard, we need to get approval from Office Security Management Aslam IIUM. Next, in terms of maintenance, we propose regular cleaning and facility upgrades in collaboration with Daya Bersih, especially around Wadi Budi and Mariam Lake. Lastly, to build an exciting running community, we will partner with IIUM Mustang Athlete and ARC IIUM to form a weekly jogging groups led by professional athletes, so they can hype the running event by do senam aerobics and some basic running drills.